Well, we're talking about $1 million here, and it's about stories, right? $1 million stories. So this time we're looking at Itan, the story, a masterful showcase of Nigerian dance, drama, music, and culture immersed in an epic story that transcends generations and has been very well received and rated. The stage play, Itan, is inspired by the need to resolve generational tensions and triggered conversations on generational diversity, the emerging torture and culture, the emerging future and culture, while triggering interesting dynamic changes across generational. It's like a generational thing. Okay.
They talk about generational curses and all that.
No, this one's generational blessings, please.
Amen.
I don't talk curses.
A big amen.
I talk blessings. Okay, so to help us understand what's happening, what Itan's about, we have the promoter, Agile Communications, also Rufai Ladipo. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very, very much. We got involved.
Oh, hold on. Let me get to tell them about the others.
He wants to go straight up into promoting it.
All right, he's ready to promote. So let's look at who's producing and directing. Ayo Jais to me, thank you.
Good morning.
Also here, one of my favorite actors, Omomi Dada.
Thank you.
And Brother Shaggy, also an actor. Hello. Okay, so let's flip back to the producer, director, and the promoter. Let them tell us about this. So, Mr. Jais, tell us about Itan.
All right, it's on the story. It's an exciting stage performance written by me, though. And the story is told by a storyteller. That's Asiko, time personified. In which time... Were you Asiko?
No. Okay. No.
In which time intervenes in, some squabble between a grandfather and his long-lost grandson, who have generational issues. So he takes them into the past. So we see the life of the grandfather, takes them into the future to see the future of the son. And then all of a sudden they find out that, you know what, this wrangling doesn't make any sense. We're meant to glean off each other. So in a summary, that's what it's all about. But it's laced in exciting dance. So we have cultural dance, contemporary dance, because we go through 4 generations, of man's lifetime.
Now, we'll come back to talk about the process of production and all of that and why it took that on. But, Mr. Ladipo, you are not an actor. No. You're not a producer. You're not a director.
Absolutely.
So what business do you have here?
Well, at the end of the day, everything you have just said now is very correct. But you cannot operate in a vacuum. The people out there must know what you're doing. And that is where I got involved as the platform that provides disseminating the message on Itan. If you look at, we're on DSTV, for example, we're on radio, we're on press. We've done quite a little bit of hypes, to be able to get a message out. So I am the messenger, providing the platform to get the message out on it. So because these people cannot do anything without me. Because at the end of the day, I've got to be able to get the word out. Okay? I mean, Omomi, great actress, Shaggy, great guy, great comedian. Ayo here, fantastic, prolific writer. Great. But you know what? At the end of the day,
Ain't going no place.
I'm the communicator. I got to get the word out. So that's exactly where
the communicator also has to encourage them to do what they do.
Absolutely.
So that have something to work
I'm not serious. We've got to be able to be in a position to appreciate theater arts in general. A lot of times I watch the art house from channels, fantastic, and it brings back a lot of memories and reflections. And so this is where we come in right now. We've got to cultivate the habit, of understanding what art is all about and its impact on our society, especially at the cultural level. And what you're going to see in Itan now is a total, it's a total blend of culture and ethnic composition. And aside from that, we have an impressive cast that are marketable, by the way. okay, when you hear of me, a superstar, a celebrity, a great actress, Shaggy is here, I mean, tell me.
Missy George.
I mean, and these are just two of
You can
them.
tell us about the others.
It's going to get
in
tell
a
you about
minute.
the other. There's quite a lot. I really implore you to be there, Alero, and my brother. You've got to come. So when you get there, because this is just stage one, we're going to call us back again.
Okay,
so that
to
we
come
can
and
give-
tell us. No, it'll be our turn to tell us.
You tell us where it's taking place and when.
Yeah, we're going to tell you
Talk
that.
to the staff,
Yeah.
you know, before we go on. So what role do you play in Itan?
I play 3 characters.
3?
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay, I play Ashake. That is, she's in the past. I play Laraba, her daughter. And I also play Rolly, who is in the present future.
There's a Raleigh there.
Yes,
so
there's
they've
a Raleigh.
migrated from Yoruba land to...
No, she's another person entirely. So my interpretation of that character is extremely different from who I give Laraba, who grew up in the village, and then Ashake, who is of like maybe was born in the 1920s. So there are different people entirely.
You tell us how you managed to go through those 3 characters and all of
Yes.
that. But Brother Shaggy,
Hello.
I take the
This
deal.
guy is a clown.
Well, basically, just like she said, I'm playing 4 characters.
Oh.
So then different characters like that. I'm playing Tubosun. I'm playing Baba Rolly, which is Rolly's father.
She's my daddy.
I'm also playing the city touts, you know, like, hello, how are you? Okay, others. So I'm playing different characters.
Your voice will suit that.
But let me come back to you. Why do you have them playing multiple
Multiple
roles?
roles, yes.
Okay, because, well,
Are you saving cost?
not necessarily, we're 70.
7?
It's a cast
Man
of
cast.
70.
Cast and crew of 70, yes.
Whoa.
But you see, but the other bit of it is that when you then come and you see how these people have really amazingly interpreted the different roles, then you get to appreciate the work of an actor.
Wow.
Again, what Mr. Ladipo was saying about appreciating the arts. But tell me, Amomi, so 3 characters, right?
Yes, 3 characters.
How are you able to transit? How were you able to interpret the 3 of them?
Okay. I
And then
am
the
always of the
transition.
school of thought that an actor prepares. I mean, these 3 people are extremely different people. So you have to individually give them their lives, and then play them differently. An actor should be versatile. I mean, I don't want to come on set and be Omomi. Omomi is boring. So the ability to be able to play one person convincingly and play another person convincingly and play another person convincingly, that is the power of an actor, and that should be the strength of an actor. It shouldn't be the same way. I'm theater bred, so I trained as an actor, so I watch around. I have a very keen eye of observation, so I pick things from different people. If you want me to play you, I can play you right now. Yes, in a
Okay,
split
try
second.
that. Try that. Let's see. No. This one is practical. Play Alera.
Okay. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily. What's your name? I'm sorry.
You see that? You see, you can't play
I
Alera.
know. I just
Nelta.
did. Nelta, how was your week? Mine was beautiful. Was fabulous. So everybody, you're welcome to Sunrise Daily. How was your week? Hope you had a fantastic Easter. Today we'll be talking about Itan the play. Did I just?
So, Alero,
You just lost your job.
somebody, like someone here after your job.
Exactly. Tell me about it. Mommy,
Yes, that's the craft of a good actor.
my eyes are on you.
Eyes on you.
Brother Shaggy, she's talked about the versatility of the actor. Wasn't that much of a pressure on you to deliver on these 4 roles?
No, it wasn't. I was, I schooled in Unilag, theater art. So this, basically, theater is actually the only strength I know I have that differentiates me from other online comedians. With theater, I know I can play different roles. If you call me to play a lecturer, if you call me to play a village boy, if you call me to play a policeman, if you call me to play
Nelta.
you get so
play
I can-
No.
all right.
There you go.
I always say the stage is where I show my prowess.
Yeah.
On stage, I'm like a peacock. I'm like a peacock. I just flourish. I just glow. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Yeah,
So
you're on stage,
what are you in movies then?
You know, acting for stage is very different from acting for TV.
Definitely.
On stage, you exaggerate, you make it larger than life. But on TV, you concentrate all of your expression and emotions and put it on your face. The camera is right there to pick every wink, every twitch, every what's the word?
Nuances.
Your nuances, and of course the way you move your voices. I mean, I can say I'm sad in 4 different ways,
Of course.
and the camera will pick it, the sound will pick it. So it's a little more compressed. It's more of inner monologue. You don't even have to say anything to show how you feel. Yeah. So yeah, you have to understand the techniques of these 2 terrains.
Yeah.
But,
Now, Ayo, well, who are the other main characters in Itan?
Okay. Well, we have quite a number of them. We have Nisi George, who plays Asiko.
Star-studded.
Yes, Nisi George, he plays Asiko. He's also the assistant director on the play. You have Printol Tony. He was on Big Brother Niger, you know, and that's Tony Young.
Yeah.
We have Henry Arnold. He also is both stage, screen.
Yes.
He's been on Tinsel and quite a number of things. Who else is there? We have Ife Mayford Aurora. Now, she has been on quite a number of Nollywood films. She's also a stage person. Her father used to work very closely with Baba Salah.
Okay.
You know, her mother was an actress. Her husband, I don't know if you know Fuji House of Commotion, also Jude.
Yeah.
You know, he's the one that used to play. So I have quite a number of them. He's really started.
And what was it like working with all this 70-odd number of actors?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Because you see, each of them have their strengths.
Let's talk about the weaknesses. Let's leave the strengths.
Because
the weaknesses will be your headache.
Now, the beautiful thing about rehearsal is that, you know, that you see them in their element. When you on stage, you're going to see a more contained or Maumi playing her role. In fact, you're not seeing a Maumi on stage, and you're not seeing Brother Shaggy. No. You're not seeing Mr. George on stage. What you're seeing is you're seeing the roles that they act in. But in rehearsal, you see them as they are. And then you know that, oh, okay, so Maumi is human. Brother Shaggy can be overtly a clown. You know? So it actually it's a lot of work to bring a production on stage. Is a lot of work. Sometimes rehearsals. I think we finished rehearsals yesterday. Possibly about. Sometimes we're there till about
9 o'clock.
From what time?
From what time?
Our call time most of the time is about 10:30.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Yes.
That takes.
And
That means you can't do a job. You can't have a day job, and acting is your night job.
Yeah.
it depends. You can. It depends if you can schedule. This is about scheduling your, scheduling. So if you're able to schedule your work properly, then of course you could.
Okay, Mr. Ladipo, the process or the task of putting this message out there, sometimes it's not an easy one. Not sometimes, all the time. It's not an easy one.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah, but so far, when we talk about stage plays in Nigeria, it looks like they're gaining grounds again. People are beginning to think stage. At first, there was no cinema. Then suddenly everybody was going to cinema. Now we're getting the stage part of things coming back up again. But would you say it's worth pursuing?
It's actually worth pursuing because this is where you see people in their real and full elements. That is where, theater started anyway, on stage. When I was growing up, in secondary schools, you will see the Baba Salas of this world, Onya Dejobis of this world. They come over, they set up the stage, they play. We see them real life. There is no embellishment. What you see is what you get, and you see people rushing there. Then, of course, technology, took over. Then the age of cinematography and everything started coming on, And right today, you can see quite a lot. But coming back to, the aspect of promoting and marketing this, it's not always an easy task because, like I did say before, you need to have a sense of appreciation for the arts before you can even put your money down. We have quite a few number of supporters, people who are going to give us value in kind. Maybe, okay, we're not giving you money, but we're going to give you this. Leadway Insurance is one of our, supporters. We have DSTV. We have quite a, quite a number of them.
Sterling Bank.
Sterling Bank, and, it's going to catch up eventually because we are now coming back to where we started. Okay, and that is with due respect to cinematography because everybody has their own little space. Okay, you will be surprised that my grandson just went in to watch the play, to watch my wife, who is also part of the cast, and Shaggy created a quick role for him.
Yeah. Little Shaggy.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow.
We have little Shaggy.
So we have little Shaggy there, my wife is a friend, and she's got a marvelous voice, by the way.
She sings beautifully.
And she's going to be singing. Okay, so you can see the...
Wow. Your wife is a woman of many parts.
Absolutely.
By the way, she's also the president of the Fashion Designers
Association of Nigeria.
Of Nigeria.
Yes.
Well,
So where is this showing? It's from the 20th to the 22nd.
It's starting today, actually.
It started today.
It's starting today till Monday.
Starting today, where?
Muson Center.
Muson Center.
And there are 3 shows, 1, 4, and 7.
1, 4, and 7.
4 and 7. And we have 9 shows spanning the 3 days. 8 shows? Okay.
On Sunday, it's 4 and 7.
4 and 7, okay, I'm
You
sorry.
can go to church.
Yeah, people come to church, that's true.
So you are on stage at 1 o'clock this afternoon?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
In a few hours?
Yeah.
Can we cut you?
No, not today. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, the house guys are coming at 4, by the way.
Well, that's them. I'm talking about someone.
No, they're coming to work. We are coming to enjoy.
Well, actually, sorry, we have a little video clip. I don't know whether they gave that to you.
I don't know.
It's just about 40 seconds. It's not even more. I would like you to put it on if you don't mind. It's very simple, and it more or less
It's not for us to
expatiates.
determine.
Well, the thing is, we would think about that. We'll work on that later.
thank
But
you very much.
for now, Omomi and Brother Shaggy, real quick, if you're going to say something about stage, theater, in the next 30 seconds each, to the young people out there who don't understand must I study theater arts to do this? What would you say?
Okay, ladies first.
After me.
I mean, for me, passion is the most important thing. Passion drives me. I mean, I feel like you shouldn't just venture into anything. Someone can come today to say, oh, I'm a doctor, without going through medical schools and all of the training. So it's always best if you're extremely passionate about this thing and you're very convinced, because it can be a very hard terrain. It's always best to get the rudiments and get trained in it so that the tenets will guide you through life when life comes, and it will see you out as a professional. There are so many things that would happen to you in the course of your career, and it is those things
30 seconds up.
Sorry.
Okay, basically, just like she said before, stage is a different ballgame, different from TV. You understand? On stage, you have the opportunity to showcase whatever talent you have. And on stage, while rendering your lines, there's no cuts. I want to take this again. So it's the discipline. It's just up there. The discipline is one thing you need to know about.
All right, thank you so much. The producers, the back end crew, and the stage crew of Itan, the stage play. Thank you for coming, Mr. Rafiu Ladipo. Rufai. Okay, Mr. Rufai Ladipo.
Very well.
Agile Communications and promoter of Itan, the stage play. Ayo Jaisimi, producer, director, and writer. Omomi Dada, actor.
Thespian family.
And thespian. Brother Shaggy, comedian, actor.
No.
I don't know. Is it comic actor? Whatever. But thank you so much for coming to share Itan with us. Sunrise will be back in a moment. Please don't go away.